How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just want to come on here for a while and give him a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite's special event, Road Rager, from 3 nights ago, which was June 15th, 2022. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Chris Jericho versus Ortiz in a hair versus hair match. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Chris Jericho went over due to interference from Fuego del Sol because Fuego del Sol cracked Ortiz in the head with Chris Jericho's baseball bat, and Chris Jericho got the pin. And then, but after the match, Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and Fuego del Sol were celebrating. Well, Fuego del Sol unmasked, and it turns out it was Sammy Guevara. So, Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and Sammy Guevara were celebrating on the stage, and Eddie Kingston was in the ring and got in the ring and got on the microphone and said he's a man of his word. And Eddie Kingston said to Ortiz, he said, "Monkey, show him how it's done." And then Ortiz was repeatedly saying blood and guts while he was cutting his hair and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 2, it was Wardlow versus Plaintiffs, which are the AEW security guards, in a 20-on-1 handicap elimination match. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Wardlow went over because Wardlow lastly eliminated Plaintiffs 16 through 20. Lastly eliminated Plaintiffs 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 with power bombs and a choke slam, and pinned them all at the same time and eliminated them. But the first 4 were eliminated over the top, and then that was 1 through 4 that got eliminated over the top, but 5 through 15 were through power bombs and choke slams. Now, after the match, as Wardlow was celebrating his victory, Dan Lambert and Scorpio Sky were up in the rafters, and Dan Lambert had a microphone and cut a promo talking about how Wardlow has spent more time in the gym, in the weight room, than school and everything, and Dan Lambert was talking more shit towards Wardlow, and Dan Lambert signaled Matt Hughes and Tyrone. Well, Dan Lambert sent Matt Hughes and Tyrone Woodley in the ring to attack Wardlow. Well, Matt Hughes and Tyrone Woodley got in the ring, and Matt Hughes and Tyrone Woodley were getting ready to fight Wardlow, but Wardlow got the microphone and said, "Guys, you really want to listen to a guy that's all the way up in the rafters? Well, we have came from the same cloth, and you all really want to listen to a guy up in the rafters? Think about it. and everything, and then um, and then Matt Hughes grabbed Mark Sterling and Mark Sterling got in the ring, and Tyrone Woodley threw Mark Sterling over to Wardlow. So Wardlow executed a power bomb to Mark Sterling and laid him out, and then Wardlow, Matt Hughes, and Tyrone Woodley stood tall in the ring while Dan Lambert and Scorpio Sky were looking on in disbelief up in the rafters. And Mark Sterling was laid out and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 3, it was Will Ospreay versus Dax Harwood. That was a great match. But the ending to it, Will Ospreay went over with the hidden blade. Well, after the match, as Will Ospreay was celebrating his victory, the United Empire, which are Jeff Cobb, Great-O-Khan, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis, came out and cornered Dax Harwood, getting ready to attack him, but Cash Wheeler and Roppongi Vice, which are Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, came out to attack the United Empire, and everything, but the numbers game was way too much, so the United Empire, which are Jeff Cobb, Great-O-Khan, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis, started attacking FTR, started beating the shit out of FTR, which are Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and Roppongi Vice, which are Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. And as that was going on, well, Will Ospreay was standing on the side of the ring the whole time while it was going on. But as that was going on, Orange Cassidy came out, and FTR, Roppongi Vice, and the United Empire retreated, and Orange Cassidy came into the ring, and Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay stared each other down, and then FTR, which are Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and Roppongi Vice, which are Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, got in the ring, and Will Ospreay retreated, and so Will Ospreay and the United Empire, which are Jeff Cobb, Great-O-Khan, Mark Davis, and Kyle Fletcher, went backstage while Orange Cassidy, FTR, which are Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and Roppongi Vice, which are Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, stood tall and everything. That was cool. And that was after the match, by the way. Match 4, it was Miro versus Ethan Page in an AEW All-Atlantic title qualifying match. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Miro went over and advanced in the AEW All-Atlantic title tournament qualifying match with the game over. Match 5, it was Tony Storm versus Britt Baker. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Tony Storm went over with the Storm Zero. Well, after the match, Thunder Rosa came out on stage, and a stare down between Thunder Rosa on the stage and Tony Storm in the ring, and went on and everything. That was cool. And that was after the match, by the way, and that was match 5, by the way. Yeah. And match 6, which was the main event, it was the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, versus the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, in a ladder match for the AEW Tag Team titles. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Young Bucks went over and won the AEW Tag Team titles because Matt and Nick Jackson climbed the ladder and retrieved the AEW Tag Team titles. Well, after the match, Christian Cage came out to tend to Luchasaurus, and then Christian Cage came into the ring to tend to Jungle Boy, and as that was going on, Christian Cage attacked Jungle Boy with the kill switch, and then after that, Christian Cage got out of the ring, got a couple steel chairs, and Christian Cage attacked Jungle Boy with a concerto. And so Christian Cage stood tall while Jungle Boy was laid out and everything. That was cool. And that was after the match, by the way. And that was match 6 in the main event, by the way. Now, besides all that, AEW aired a vignette of the build-up of the match between Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the interim AEW title at All Elite Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling's pay-per-view event Forbidden Door, which was cool. Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi had a face-to-face confrontation. Well, Jon Moxley was on the microphone cutting a promo talking about how Hiroshi Tanahashi has been in Japan for years and how he's the ace and how he's beaten great names in New Japan Pro Wrestling and everything. And Jon Moxley talked about how he's been waiting 2 or 3 years to get in the ring with Hiroshi Tanahashi and everything. And then Jon Moxley was talking about how he was going to beat Hiroshi Tanahashi and be the interim AEW champion and everything as well. And, well, Hiroshi Tanahashi took the microphone away from Jon Moxley, and Hiroshi Tanahashi was getting ready to speak, getting ready to cut a promo, but the Jericho Appreciation Society, which are Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conti, came out, and Chris Jericho got on the microphone and cut a promo talking about how the only reason Jon Moxley is the number 1 contender for the interim AEW title is because himself, Chris Jericho, wasn't there and everything, and Chris Jericho was talking more shit towards Jon Moxley, and then Chris Jericho was talking shit towards Hiroshi Tanahashi, talking about how he beat his ass and everything, and then and so Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conti of the Jericho Appreciation Society were getting ready to go down to the ring, but as that was going on, Suzuki Goon which are Lance Archer and Desperado, came into the ring and came in the ring from behind and attacked Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi from behind and were beating the shit out of him. And the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society, which are Jake Hager, Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, and Angelo Parker, came out to join in with Suzuki-gun in beating the shit out of Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi. And as that was going on, Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Proud and Powerful, which are Santana and Ortiz, came out to even the odds, and a brawl ensued between everyone. And before Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Proud and Powerful, which are Santana and Ortiz, came out, Chris Jericho cut a promo talking more shit and everything. And Chris Jericho introduced Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti as new members of the Jericho Appreciation Society and everything. And then Chris Jericho was talking about how at Forbidden Door, it's going to be him, Sammy Guevara, and the leader of Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki, versus Eddie Kingston. Chris Jericho was talking about how the Jericho Appreciation Society loaned Suzuki-gun's leader, Minoru Suzuki, and how it was going to be him, Chris Jericho himself, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki versus Shota Umino, who he beat in front of his dad, referee Red Shoes in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wheeler Yuta and the guy who he wants to get his hands on, Eddie Kingston, at Forbidden Door and everything. And Chris Jericho was talking more shit afterwards, but that was before Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Proud and Powerful, which are Santana and Ortiz, came out to even the odds. Well, a brawl ensued between all the men and everything, and it ended with Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi getting offense in and clearing house, and Hiroshi Tanahashi attacked Desperado with the switchblade and laid him out. And as that was going on, after that happened, Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi stared each other down and everything. That was cool. AEW aired a vignette of the ongoing feud between Darby Allin and Red Dragon, which are Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. That was cool. Tony Schiavone interviewed Tony Storm, and Tony Schiavone brought up to Tony Storm about her match with Britt Baker on AEW Dynamite's Road Rager, and Tony Storm was talking about how Britt Baker was a dentist and how that's why she got where she's at and everything. And then Tony Storm was talking about how she herself dropped out of high school when she was a teenager and everything. And Tony Storm was talking about how she was going to beat Britt Baker tonight on Road Rager, and how she was going to beat Thunder Rosa and become the new AEW Women's Champion, because that's what this division needs, is a woman like myself, Tony Storm, to build this division up and make this division better than what it is and everything. That was cool. Matt Seidel and Dante Martin cut a promo, and Dante Martin was talking about how he has a match against Jon Moxley on AEW Rampage special event Road Rager, and how everyone says that Dante Martin has potential, and Dante Martin was talking about how he was sick of that and everything, and Matt Seidel was talking about how Dante Martin doesn't only have potential, but he's the it package and everything, the it factor of professional wrestling and everything. And then Dante Martin was talking about how he was going to beat John Moxley at AEW Rampage special event Road Rager and everything. Just cool. Tony Schiavone interviewed Stokely Hathaway. Well, Tony Schiavone brought up to Stokely Hathaway about Jade Cargill defending the TBS Women's title on AEW Rampage special event Road Rager and everything. And then Stokely Hathaway was saying, yeah, Tony, Jade Cargill is going to defend her TBS Women's title Friday on AEW Rampage special event Road Rager. AEW Rampage Road Rager. Because Jade Cargill is going to be issuing an open challenge to anyone for the TBS Women's title. And Stokely Hathaway was talking about how he was going to be pulling double duty, being Jade Cargill's manager and being on commentary for her match, and talked about how he was getting double pay and everything as well. And as that was going on, Willow Nightingale came out. Willow Nightingale appeared, and Willow Nightingale was saying, Willow Nightingale appeared, and Stokely Hathaway was talking shit towards Willow Nightingale, and Willow Nightingale was saying, Stokely Hathaway asked Willow Nightingale if she wanted to be in the baddies. Willow Nightingale said, no, Stokely, that's not why I'm here. Stokely Hathaway said, why are you here then? Willow Nightingale said, I'm here because I accept Jade Cargill's open challenge for the TBS Women's title and everything. And then Willow Nightingale left, and then Stokely Hathaway was, Stokely Hathaway was talking more shit and towards Willow Nightingale, and then Stokely Hathaway left, and Tony Schiavone and Willow Nightingale were looking on and everything. That was cool. And Hangman Page came out to the ring and got on the microphone and cut a promo talking about how he's an occasional dumbass and how he thought he was going to be facing Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight title at Forbidden Door, but turns out that Jay White beat Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight title last week at a New Japan Pro Wrestling show. And Hangman Page was talking about how he wants a shot at Jay White for the IWGP Heavyweight title at Forbidden Door and everything. And then Adam Cole came out with a microphone. Adam Cole came out with a microphone and cut a promo saying, Hangman, do I have to keep repeating myself? You are not going to be challenging for the IWGP Heavyweight title. You're not going to do it. Because I am. And Hangman, allow me to introduce to you one of my really good friends. And Jay White came in the ring from behind and got a hold of Hangman Page, and Jay White executed the Blade Runner to Hangman Page and laid him out, and Jay White got on the microphone and cut a promo saying, "Hangman, Hangman, Hangman. You really think you're going to get a shot at my IWGP Heavyweight title? Well, think again, because you're not. You're not getting a shot at my IWGP Heavyweight title. And another one that's not getting a shot at my IWGP Heavyweight title is Adam Cole." And everything, and Jay White stood tall, and Adam Cole was looking on from the stage pissed off and everything, and Hangman Page was laid out and everything. That was cool. Now, besides all that, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. And William Regal done guest commentary along with Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur throughout the match between Chris Jericho versus Ortiz in a hair versus hair match. William Regal done great on guest commentary. And the referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, Stephon Smith, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Chris Jericho versus Ortiz in a hair versus hair match. Stephon Smith refereed the match between Wardlow versus Plaintiffs, which are the AEW security guards, in a 20-on-1 handicap elimination match. That was Stephon Smith, by the way. Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Will Ospreay versus Dax Harwood. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Miro versus Ethan Page in an AEW All-Atlantic title qualifying match. Paul Turner refereed the match between Tony Storm versus Britt Baker. And Rick Knox refereed the match between the Young Bucks versus the Jurassic Express in a ladder match for the AEW Tag Team titles. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, normally I would be doing the match card for next week's AEW Dynamite and Friday night's AEW Rampage, but my Wi-Fi was out the last 3 days, and it just now came back. It came back on last night, early this morning, so I couldn't watch it or anything. So I won't be doing the match cards or anything right now. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give my review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite's special event, Road Rager, from 3 nights ago, which was June 15th, 2022. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace.